Alright guys, so episode 7 is where everything goes absolutely sideways, and I mean everything. So Colony House decides they're gonna throw this big anniversary party for Fatima, celebrating her 1 year of being trapped in this nightmare town, which honestly sounds like the most depressing thing ever. But hey, these people are trying to find any reason to have a good time. They're hanging decorations, getting everything ready, and you can tell everyone's trying real hard to pretend like this is normal. Julie's up there being all skeptical about celebrating the day Fatima got stuck here, but Fatima's trying to stay positive about the whole thing. Meanwhile, Father Khatri is having this really intense conversation with Boyd about Sarah. Now, remember, Sarah's been locked up after those voices made her kill people, but Khatri's got this wild idea that maybe Sarah could actually be useful to them somehow. He's trying to convince Boyd that Sarah might be the key to understanding what's happening in this town, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, because this woman literally murdered people. Jim and Tabitha are finally starting to work together as a team, which is nice to see because their marriage has been hanging by a thread since they got to this place. They're finding some comfort in each other while trying to figure out the mysteries of the town, and you can tell they're both desperate to find answers that'll get their family out of this mess. But here's where things get really interesting. Khatri's trying to convince Boyd to take both him and Sarah on Boyd's planned expedition into the forest. Remember, Boyd's been wanting to explore those woods, and now Khatri thinks Sarah might be some kind of guide or something. It's this really tense conversation because Boyd's torn between his instincts and Khatri's religious perspective on their situation. So the party at Colony House is in full swing. Everyone's trying to have a good time. Ellis is there, people are drinking, and for just a moment, it almost feels like these people might actually be able to have some normalcy. But if you've been watching this show, you know that whenever things start looking up, that's exactly when everything goes to hell. And that's exactly what happens. The party turns into an absolute nightmare when the creatures show up. We're talking full-scale invasion here, folks. These monsters just come pouring in while everyone's celebrating, and suddenly this fun little anniversary party becomes a complete bloodbath. People are screaming, running, trying to hide, and the whole place just erupts into chaos. The worst part? Ellis is passed out drunk during all of this, so he's completely useless when everyone needs him most. Here's this guy who's supposed to be one of the leaders at Colony House, and he's just lying there unconscious, while people are literally fighting for their lives around him. It's both tragic and infuriating to watch. This is the episode that really drives home how dangerous this place is, and how quickly things can go from celebrating to surviving. Father Khatri's death is a great loss for the town, and it happens during this absolute chaos. The man who was trying to provide spiritual guidance and hope to everyone gets taken out in the most brutal way possible. By the end of this episode, the whole dynamic of the town has shifted.